Hey everybody, let's talk a little kicking. Matt Park with Andre Szmyt, the Orange's All-American place kicker, coming off an ACC Specialist of the Week nomination, and great work there. Andre, 5 for 5, tying a school record in the win against Virginia. So a lot coming at you fast this week.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great week last week. The boys did well. I'm proud of them. JB, Bo, and Mike coming in, stepping up, doing an incredible job. I'm so proud of him. And the O-line obviously doing a great job protecting for me, and couldn't ask for a better result.
Yeah, you usually don't have to list that many boys, right? You're talking about it because Justin Barron was disqualified early in the second half. You had to use 2 holders. Mike Midkiff, now we're really getting in the weeds here, is in an unusual position of being a long snapper / holder when needed. It'd be hard to snap it to himself, but, but he does both roles.
Yeah, he does a great job at it. When I knew he was going to go in after JB went down, we kind of just said, hey, you know what, we've been there before. We work it in practice, so let's get out there and just do our thing.
Increasingly in football, at the college and pro level, the holder and everything now is the punter. You guys are just together as a unit, but only with yourselves so regularly. I always find that fascinating at practice because you really have to be self-motivated, correct?
Yeah, well, now that we have our special teams coordinator, Coach Ligg, I mean, he's with us all practice, so it just gives us that much more time and coaching to be able to perfect our craft.
And I've heard you talk about this before, obviously he's coming in at a doctorate level, right? I mean, you guys are doing some things that are more specific and with real plans in mind.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he brings that professional aspect to practice in the meeting rooms, and you can tell his experience level is there. He makes sure that we're all aware of situational football. Treat every kick like it's a game, and even in practice, whether he be getting on us, yelling at us or doing whatever it may take, to make us feel that pressure. So when we go into the game, we've been we've been there before.
Sure. And the purpose being that there is a goal for everything. It's not just bang it as far down the field as possible. If you're the kickoff man, the punter, or whatever, you're looking to set up the kick coverage, which has been pretty strong so far.
Oh yeah, Max has been doing a fantastic job. Brady on kickoffs too. We've been really clicking as a unit, and I think the guys, too, who are starters, who are covering down on kickoff, they're doing a fantastic job, and kudos to them. I mean, we've been doing well.
To what degree does that ease your mind and leg to have it all specialized like that? With Brady Denenberg on kickoffs, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I can do them, It gives me, obviously, more kind of energy, for field goals and throughout the week. But, we all hit them. We all work everything, in practice.
So Andre's the kicker of the week in the ACC, but it feels like a unit kind of award this week, huh?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I can't do anything without those guys. Sure. So, it's always we, not me.
Sure. Coach Babers has said throughout the year, and especially this week, it's nice to have the old Andre back. You kicked the door down here. I mean, we didn't know who you were when you first showed up on the scene, and you won the job in training camp, had an incredible freshman season, Lou Groza Award winner and all of that. Was that a different guy? Was there an old Andre, and did you go away? Maybe your numbers weren't as good in the last couple of years, but how do you view that?
I mean, I try not to think too much about it in the past. Obviously came in here, there are no expectations, and obviously things are going to change in 6 years. There's things expected of you, and obviously you have to live up to a certain standard, and the standard we expect now is only the highest standard you can achieve. And, just being mentally focused and mentally prepared for every game and every practice, I think, is the biggest thing.
To go out and make 5 medium-range field goals in a game, clearly you needed every one. The team won by 2 points. Your last field goal took the lead, was the game winner, tied a school record held by Don McCauley from 1983. So it's been a minute since anybody's even been asked to kick 5 field goals in a game, let alone make them. You were telling me that your approach is really just to make every one the same. How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, try to treat every kick the same, not lose mental focus. And, I mean, PAT and a field goal should be the same swing and, the same operation as always. So just trying to do that.
It's funny how so much of football is about making it as boring as possible and routine, and especially at your position.
I mean, yeah, we do a pretty repetitive job. Sure. So, I mean, just going out there and, do what we do every single day.
Part of the deal. You've been close to perfect this year. What is happening with your range? We have not seen it tested really yet, but it could well come up. You're going to be playing a lot of close games, it figures, in the second half of the season, and you could be a weapon. What do you think you have back there?
I think anything inside 60 we can
Hey,
go from,
now.
and whatever coach sends me out, he's expecting me to make it, so I
Sure.
got to give it the best effort I can.
Long of 54, I believe, in your career to this point. But at home, right, you're not getting any elevation boost or any of that, but the elements aren't working against you at least.
Right, it's pretty neutral.
Sure. And last thing, Andre, you're a guy, and correct me if I'm wrong, given your kind of background, we'll talk a little bit about your mother's Russian heritage, et cetera. You kind of came in a little bit late to football. Through that lens, how do you view what's going on right now with this team? A good chance to be ranked in both polls after this week, and a really exciting second half of the season ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited for the second half of the season. Like you said, it's fantastic that we're undefeated, and you can just feel the team is gelled, as one unit, sort of like it felt back in 2018. And it's a good feeling to be undefeated, but we got to take it one game at a time, and not take any team for granted.
All right, my man, congratulations on your success so far and the ACC Specialist of the Week honors. Best of luck against Wagner and beyond, okay?
Thank you, appreciate it.
That's Andre Szmyt, the Orange back in the Dome this Saturday at 5 o'clock against Wagner.